The woman held her breath underwater for 2 minutes. When she surfaced and removed her respirator, she found she couldn't breathe normally. The woman quickly bit onto the respirator for relief. Tanya could hardly believe it. She tried again, but as soon as she removed the respirator, the feeling of suffocation returned. Panicked, she climbed onto her small boat. When she tried to start the engine, it didn't respond at all. She had no choice but to manually raise the sail, but the scene at the shore made her more desperate. The once bustling dock was completely empty. When she hopefully pushed open the contact station door, she found the manager had also stopped breathing. A sense of dread washed over her. Tanya loaded all oxygen tanks into her car, then drove toward home. On the way, she listened to the news on the radio and nearly crashed into the car ahead. Steadying herself, she quickly went to check. Finding an elderly couple who had stopped breathing, Tanya tried to wake them, but it had no effect. Only then did she face the truth. Oxygen had completely disappeared from the world. Now she only hoped to get home quickly. Just as Tanya stopped her car to switch to a new oxygen tank, a man slowly approached. Excited to see another living person, Tanya was thrilled, thinking they could face the crisis together. But the man had his eyes on her equipment and car. Before Tanya could react, the man pulled a gun from his bag, forcing her to hand over the car keys. All her survival oxygen tanks were in the car. Tanya naturally refused, but the man immediately fired. Grazed by the bullet, Tanya was terrified. Unarmed, she could only give up resistance, letting him drive away with her car. Tanya continued on foot. Then she glanced to the side, seeing a car on the grass. Unfortunately, the gas-powered vehicle wouldn't start. She pressed on despite her exhaustion. Just as her oxygen was about to run out, her stolen car appeared ahead. The thief had suffocated to death. The oxygen tanks required a special regulator. The man's oversight had caused his death. Tanya then drove to the hospital. To her surprise, the hospital, like everywhere else, was filled with bodies. While searching for oxygen masks, she encountered an old man still alive in a ward, surviving on a ventilator. Having watched loved ones fall around him, he only wanted to join his family in death. Though extremely reluctant, Tanya ultimately granted his wish. She then drove toward home, but ran out of fuel on the way. She took the gun from the passenger seat, then removed her oxygen tank. Sitting exhausted beside the car, looking at her nearly depleted oxygen supply, Tanya lost hope, completely losing her will to live. She took out her phone to record her final moments. After that, she pulled out the gun, ready to end her life, but the gun wouldn't fire. Tanya took a deep breath and tried again. Still, the bullet wouldn't fire. By then her oxygen was completely gone. Tanya slowly lost consciousness,